Hello everybody and welcome to Bryn's Custom Madhouse. What the frick? This is something that I posed to Bryn as an idea to do a Bryn's Madhouse with some custom content, because there's a bunch of great Arkham Horror custom content out there. So I showed Bryn the Bad Batch investigators, and he chose two that were cool. We're going to do one in this video, maybe one more. But we're going to be looking at Crosshair. So these were made by Tasty Toast. I'll have a link to the Steam Workshop down in the description if I remember. As always, if I don't, please yell at me in the comments, because I'm sometimes an idiot when I'm uploading videos at 11 o'clock at night. But we have Crosshair. He has 1 brain, 2 book, 4 fist, 5 foot. He is a clone. Are they all clones?
I hope.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Star Wars. He has soaks for 8 and 6. His reaction, and when you use the fight ability on a ranged or firearm asset, choose one, limit once per round. You may commit foot icons to this test. They count as matching icons for this test. Any damage dealt to the attacked enemy in excess of its health value may be dealt to another enemy at your location. Effect +0, you may use the above reaction ability an additional time this round. His deck building are 30 cards, Rogue, 0 to 5, neutral 0 to 5, ranged 0 to 2, firearm 0 to 2. And then he gets his personals, which are the 7.73 Fire Puncher Rifle. Commits for a hell of a lot of symbols. Uses 3 ammo, takes up 2 hand slots. As an action, spend an ammo to fight. You get +2 fist for this attack and deal +1 damage. This attack may target a non-elite, non-aloof enemy in a connecting location as if you were engaged with that enemy. We then have Inhibitor Chip. Hidden, multiplayer only. Secretly add this card to your hand. When any amount of clues would be discovered at your location by an investigator not named Crosshair, reveal this card, return the clues back to your location, and deal 1 direct damage to that investigator who discovered them. Then take 1 horror and discard this card. If this card is in your hand at the end of the investigation phase, place 1 Doom on the current agenda. So that's a pretty beefy thing there. And then discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded. Attach Empire's bidding to that enemy and spawn it at the location furthest from you. If no enemy was spawned by this effect, shuffle this card back into your deck. At the end of the round, if the attached enemy is still in play, take 1 horror. And you get to choose it, as you said.
You do get to pick, and one of these things seems much worse than the other. Because one of them is just Smite the Wicked.
Yeah, well, yeah. And we know we love Smite the Wicked with the timer, but
it's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
Smite the Wicked is pretty workable, as opposed to Kill Your Clover because they didn't know that you had to.
Yeah, just shoot them in the back.
I love the flavor of this.
Yeah.
But given that I get to choose, it's never going to be the Inhibitor Chip.
All right, what are your thoughts on this guy?
Clearly, we want to play firearm cards.
Yeah. So let's look at the Guardian ones first, because they're the ones that aren't in the color. And like he also starts with his signature, which is like the big rifle. It's gonna load in. It's gonna take one day. It'll be 89%. 89's not 100 though. You can't touch it while it's going. Okay.
All right. So cards we might be thinking about from here. We got the extra ammunition and snipe, or not snipe, marksmanship.
Yep.
Those both seem like they might be kind of good here.
Can we run those? What is this thing again?
I guess we can.
Range, it's ranged. It's ranged.
It has to be ranged or firearm.
Ranged or firearm.
We can't even play the cool ones.
Yeah. Here, 1 second. Let me see if I can get Arkham DB up, because then it'll be easy. You can look at the ranged keyword and see exactly what we're dealing with. Once things load, because things are just kind of... I guess the question is like what weapon of choice. I do like the ability on it. The excess damage seems neat, but I think it's like it's more likely that you can use foot icons for the test.
I don't. To be honest here, I don't see us really wanting to play ranged or firearm assets from a different color.
Yeah, it's mostly gonna sit.
We got green ones.
Yes. Yeah, like the 25 automatic seems like it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Lupara seems really solid for both halves of this. Like the excess damage might be useful to us, and like.
Oh yeah, that seems fun.
Targeting enemies at different locations.
I guess then what's important is we'll look at the ranged keyword, because who knows, there might be something that's like some sort of event or something.
Yeah, like there are firearms in other colors that could be played, and if we wanted to play like the green synergy or the neutral synergy card, like we could do that.
Yeah. So we have the bow.
And
We have both bows and the grenades, which we can't play the grenades. We can play the bow,
We
the
could play
enchanted
one of
bow,
the bows.
and the ornate bow.
The ornate bow doesn't seem bad.
Yep.
Yeah. Downside to it is the same downside as always.
Yep. Have to knock an arrow if you miss.
Have to knock an arrow if you miss.
And that one is you use your foot, so you don't really get the ability out of your thing.
Well, you get to spill the excess damage.
Yeah, and this is just when you use a range or firearm. So yeah, you don't get to do the other one, but you get to do the spill, which can be good for potentially the 3 damage that comes out of the bow. I liked your idea of the Lupara though. That sounded kind of fun.
I think. I love the Lupara.
Yeah.
I will never not play that card given the choice.
All right, let's grab 2 Luparas. And then I'm just going to mark it at 6 right now for our experience. So the Lupara, if you don't know, playing it does not provoke attacks or opportunities. Spend 1 ammo, fight. You get +1 fist and deal +1 damage to the attack. If it entered play this turn, you can deal +1 fist. You get +1 fist and deal an additional +1 damage for this attack.
Yeah. Yeah, so since we're going to play the Lupara, it's also worth thinking about whether we can make Sleight of Hand worthwhile or not.
Yeah.
It's a maybe.
Yeah,
Sleight of Hand is like a moving goalposts card where it depends which version of the taboo list you're playing with as to whether it will be good in your deck or not.
Yeah. Sleight of Hand is here. Here's the taboo one.
Yeah.
So the 0/3 item asset. The other one was just an asset, which was, we have to blame yellow for this mostly.
A lot of things are yellow's fault.
Yeah, I'll get them on standby over here. We can look at them. Because, depends on what else we do with it, right?
Yeah. What does the rest of his cards say?
It's limited once per round, yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Oh my god, I almost fell off my chair trying to kick my foot up.
What sort of green cards do we get that care about bullets? Well, not specifically bullets, but
like guns?
Firearms in general. We could play with the quick draw holster.
Yep.
That's a valid option. We almost definitely want to be playing with Swift Reload.
Swift Reload, yep, definitely. I have the worst time finding the Swift Reload. There we go. Oops, so you took the whole card. Yeah, Swift Reload seems like a good time.
Those both seem like something that maybe we want to be playing with.
Yeah.
We can't put the rifle into a quick draw holster, which honestly makes sense, I suppose. But whatever.
Mm-hmm. So this guy has 4/4 attack.
Yeah, he's got 4
He's got a
punch
good number.
and 5 foot. So we could also be playing sharpshooter here.
Yep.
But I don't think it's really worth it for the +1.
Yeah, probably not. Because it's like his stats are so close. This is like for Mr. Schizo Tool.
Yeah.
Also,
this is a Madhouse video, so we got to be doing something.
Yeah, we have to do something strange.
Right? So what is the weird thing? We're probably trying to abuse his rifle.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We have to find the hook.
You may target a non-elite, non-aloof enemy at a connecting location as if you were engaged with that enemy.
The keyboard just died. There we go. I mean, it always comes back. It just gotta get some life in it. Yeah, we want to abuse this thing.
Yeah, this is like the unique thing that this guy does, really.
Yeah.
So we probably want to be doing something weird with that.
So I imagine that the Swift Reload's going to get in for sure.
Obviously, because we can't do much with only 3 bullets.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll just put them here. And once again, I'm just going to log the XP. We're going to 29 as per usual on the Madhouse. It's the maddest number of all.
Yeah. So we might play something like a cat burglar.
Oh yeah, that seems good.
To be able
that seems fun.
Scoot around locations or possibly stealth.
Yep, stealth also seems sick.
But I think we only want one of the 2.
I'll just put them. You know what? They get to sit in the standby zone over here. So cat bug, if you don't know, get +1 foot, which is relevant. You can exhaust them to disengage from each enemy, engage with you, and move to a connecting location. This action does not provoke attacks of opportunity. If only this guy could like run like taunt and brought people to him, and then he was just like, see ya, and then just
Also,
like
I'm not
blasted
here.
him. Because like he is really limited by like, because he just basically has rogue events, like.
That is true.
Yeah.
We do get some neat stuff, like we can commit nimble to an attack.
Yes, that's what I was saying too, and then you could like peace out.
Yeah, be able to shoot something and move.
I mean, like, yeah, because then you could move to a location with another enemy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So that's, like, we probably want some sort of movement effects.
Yeah, we'll grab the Nimbles.
Nimble at level 0 is also just kind of insane.
It's a good card, yeah.
Like, it's not broken or anything. It's just like, if you're not playing this, you better have a reason, and if that reason is I'm Jenny Barnes and I have 3 foot, or something like that, that's fine. That's a good enough reason. But,
we'll find stealth eventually. I can't. There we go. I can't even like picture the art on stealth. It's just a black mass to me.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest card, that's for sure.
Yeah, if like the art of stealth was on an X-ray, the doctor would be concerned.
Yes.
Okay. What are like other skills? Let's look at other like foot skills that we could potentially.
We can commit watch this as an overpower that gets us money, I think. If I'm reading his card right.
Yeah, let's pull it over. That does seem kind of sick, doesn't it?
And that seems pretty cool.
So yeah, when you may commit icons to this test, they count as matching. So yeah, you could just like
right, because it already matches 1.
Yeah.
And then you could match it as a second one.
So yeah, let's I think sleight of hand is now living over here.
Yeah, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand is always like.
It's always like the siren leading you to the rocks.
Yeah, right. I want to play it with Lupara, but there have to be other cards in your deck that you want to play it with too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, Lupara is kind of just good on its own.
Mm-hmm. So we got the watch this, which is a little exciting.
We're probably going to need to play a reasonable pile of guns.
Yeah.
Because we can't play prepared for the worst.
Yeah.
So, we got the Mauser C96. We could also
25 automatic as well.
We could feasibly buy the we could buy the 25 automatic. Again, we are kind of in a little bit of an awkward space where we can't have the bandolier.
Yes, yeah.
So we're stuck with the idea of either like a big gun.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Like our rifle, because it takes up both our hand slots.
Yep. And then keep churning ammo.
Small guns. I think we still want to play the Luparas though, because they're really good.
They're also good with the ability too.
Yeah,
right?
they're just a lot of synergy here.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe we want to play something like the Chicago typewriter or the what do you call them? Beretta?
The Beretta, this guy?
Yeah. Either one. Honestly, it could be dealer's choice on these two.
Yeah.
The Beretta technically commits for another symbol if we needed to, so maybe we're going to play with that.
This one does deal more damage, which does matter for our spillover.
Yeah, the other one does also deal 3 damage if you succeed
by
enough.
Yeah, which you probably will because you're going to probably be able to. Yeah, all right, cool.
You get to test at 8 with no other effects.
We'll throw it in, so that puts us up to 18.
Yeah, on our level 0 cards, I hate that it's the only real option in green, but we probably want Lonnie Ritter.
Yeah.
For the plus punch.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, green could really use another level 0 +1 punch ally just to
just for some variety.
Yeah, just for a little bit of new.
And the downside, the main thing that I dislike about including Lonnie Ritter in a deck is that we're also kind of then stuck in Leather Jacket because there are no other options.
Yeah, because the only other one is the Heavy Furs. That's the only other one.
Yeah, we could play Heavy Furs, but the jacket is probably just better.
Because the jacket is fast.
So it doesn't cost us tempo to make it later.
I mean, I suppose in the future, if you're upgrading, no, never mind. There is no future. The BRYN'S Madhouse is now. There's only the present.
We only live in one place.
Yeah. Do you like the cat bug over the stealth? Probably it's better. We could do the level zeros.
The nice thing about stealth is that it doesn't take up one of our slots, but it doesn't
really
matter
Lonnie,
because either way, if we're buying a charisma, it's the same amount of XP.
That is true.
Well, one less XP, but functionally very similar.
Yeah. We probably want something like, you know what actually would be really good in this deck for the Mythos phase? No, never mind, because you have 2 book. We probably want the traditional, you handle this one.
This is probably true.
Just like as a green, you should play this.
It is tough to justify not playing you handle this one.
Yeah.
Because there are always going to be cards that you're worse at dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sometimes you might be able to you handle this one an enemy into a location with another enemy, so then you can go walk in and like shotgun them both.
That would feel really good. That would, yeah.
Yeah. Because getting to kill like either a 3 health enemy and a 1 health enemy, or a 2 health enemy and a 4 health enemy with the Luparas is probably pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It is a shame that we don't get to play with Vicious Blow, but what can you do?
Yeah. You can tell that, so Tasty Toast loves Rita. You can tell because this is basically like, you're like, what if I could do this more than I can't do it more than once unless I draw the Elder sign. So... Yeah. Because, like, basically, like... Well, we're not really, like, building around the rifle anymore. We're basically building around, like, a big two-handed weapon.
Yeah, it is,
and the
it is too
Luparas here,
difficult
too.
to find.
Yeah.
We probably also want to play a Lucky Cigarette Case. We probably don't actually need to pay for the upgraded one, just because we're going to need to draw cards in order to do things.
That does check out. Travis isn't here, but I can hear him on the wind saying drawing cards is good.
Drawing cards is good. We could also play that Obfuscation card.
Yep.
Because then we can just move with enemies engaged to us.
That's actually probably pretty,
and
pretty
this
good.
Is like at level 0, that's probably the best deal we're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need Faustian Bargain to help us pay for all of this garbage.
Yeah, now we're just in like some of the staples. Yeah, we need the money.
We do need the money.
So right now we're at 8 plus, so 14, 16, 18, 20. So we need 10 more cards. I do think, especially now, if we're not doing like this plan, we could probably not. We don't probably don't need the cat bugs anymore.
We can probably ditch the cat bugs. We still want the nibbles.
We still want the nibbles. Yeah.
Card's just plain good.
Yeah. Sorry, cat bug. Your chance is gone. And I suppose now that we're doing big-handed weapons, we can lose the sleight of hands.
Sleight of hands either, because we're not going to have anything to shuffle them into.
All right. Well, we have 11 experience left.
There's a lot of stuff we could buy here.
Yep.
We could be boring, and we could. We could just buy like the Red Claw.
Yeah, but that's not.
Card is insane.
Yeah, it is. It is very wild.
Yeah. Yeah. We could still buy the the charisma if we wanted to and grab Delilah O'Rourke. We could grab Delilah O'Rourke because we have the spare XP instead of Lonnie Ritter, and then we don't have to include the
leather jacket. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
It also makes us really good at evading guys, if that's something that we want to do.
Is there any case for like something like Blur in here? I don't think so. I was just thinking like...
Yeah, I mean, like, we could.
But I just don't know what it really does, right? Because, like, unless, like, your plan is I'm going to evade this guy and then, like, hope I draw an enemy in the Mythos phase, it doesn't seem that good. I do like the Delilah O'Rourke plan,
I think she might be she's a little stronger than Lonnie, and, I mean...
She's just a...
Like, Lonnie's Never Die is really good, but we're also not building for that, so...
Yeah, and then I do like getting rid of the leather jacket.
Yeah, leather jacket is, it's not exciting. It doesn't... It's just not exciting.
Yeah.
We could play some of this Monterey Jack stuff that lets you move several times.
Yep.
Because we can just use the obfuscation to cancel the attack of opportunity.
Like the scout ahead?
Yep. To help us shuffle enemies into the locations that we want them on so that we can spill damage from our big guns onto them.
Yeah, definitely. Is there any other movement ones?
We almost definitely want to be playing that... It's a zero-costed event where you cancel the next attack of opportunity that would be dealt to you.
Oh, daring escape. Or like evasive maneuver. Narrow escape? Narrow escape.
Yeah, and you don't take damage from it, but you get +2 to your next skill.
Oh, I'm down for that.
That's probably really good here.
That's fun.
Because then, again, we can use this to help us shuffle things. We probably do also want some other sort of fighting thing. Because we have to draw it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
Like another weapon, you're thinking?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be particularly good, though.
Yeah.
Just like we need something that does more damage. We could be buying some Mausers. They're really good. We could be buying the 25 automatic because we've got a gigantic foot score. Downside is we're probably not holding it around very long.
Yeah, and it does...
But it does, like... It commits for 2 if we're punching something else because it's foot.
So I think this one's cheaper, and I think that's the thing, right? Like, I think you just go for what's cheaper. And you think, do we need 2 of them or just 1?
One of them puts us to 6 weapons in the deck. That's probably fine. It does also fill out our XP nicely, but I think we can also find something else for that too.
What do you think of Easy Mark? We have that one awkward one, but like an Easy Mark's just like a good...
Easy Mark is just a strong card.
Yeah. And it helps us dig for our weapons while also giving us economy.
Exactly. It's like playing emergency cash in your deck, except the emergency caches aren't a card that you have to draw.
Yes, yeah. So we're at 8, 16, 24, 28, and we have 1 more experience, so we need 2 cards, if my math is right. And I think it is. So why don't we look at the one of these? Do you want like maybe like a... We could do a Savant because it is still just like 3 symbols in the Mythos phase. I also do like Momentum. I think that one's kind of neat. Like we're not really doing anything with it though.
We could grab 3 aces.
Oh yeah, because it's also mirrored.
But we don't have like enough to shuffle through our deck really. We can grab it and use it for one big play.
Mm-hmm.
But
any case for a black market to find our stuff? Like we have to adjust some things.
2 XP.
But like, we can adjust some other stuff. Like we don't really. But I mean, like I guess it like even though like a deck that runs both is good, it kind of also fits in like the Easy Mark thing, which is like help us find what we need. Just doesn't have economy out of it.
We could play a copy of Snipe.
That seems actually like the one, just because like flavor wise.
Yeah, I mean, It is also not terrible here because if we are trying to kill something big, we probably want that to happen.
Yeah. Okay, and I think we just need 1 level 0 card. Any neutrals?
We could just play an emergency cache. That's always fine.
Yeah. Just looking at these skills. I love the watch this being overpower for a fight test.
Yeah. Yeah, we could also play something like one of the breaking and enterings, or a backstab, or a pilfer to give ourselves a little bit of utility.
I kind of like the idea of the breaking and entering.
Yeah, the card is solid. Honestly, it's kind of dealer's choice on these ones. If you are choosing to play a deck from the Madhouse, I'm not going to get upset if you choose to play different cards than the ones that I have outlined.
I will, though. I'll be
Justin will be so mad.
How dare you!
But, I do understand that these decks are not built with being the best possible deck in mind.
Yeah. So I think that's it. So let me just count the experience. 3, 6, 10, 14, 17, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27, 28? Is my math wrong? 3, 6, 10, 14, 17, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. We could put an extra snipe in. We lose the breaking and entering probably.
That's fine.
But I think that's... If my math was wrong, you know what to do. But I think so. Let me just go through the deck as we have this. I'm just going to group it all together, make sure we have 30. Perfect. So as you can see this, we have the Nimbles. We're right in the way. Hey, Justin and Bryn, why don't you get over here? So we have the Nimbles. Just a great card. Watch this, as we said, as an overpower for this whole thing. You handle this one because, we have 1 brain. We're a rogue. Faustian Bargain to get more money, because money is going to be very crucial for all this stuff. Also just like a really good card. I love the obfuscation thing here to like take advantage of the ability to move to a location with another enemy and then just start. Anyway, I just started blasting. Then what you hope is that You hope that someone you're playing with has a vicious blow, because then that really unlocks some stuff here.
If you get to start doing more damage with the fire puncher, like life's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because not only can you vaporize a cultist, but you can kill a guy at the location you're currently at.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah.
Which is kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And that would be like, maybe one day we'll start doing team builds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we'll have a teammate for this guy whose job is to find an enchant weapon and slap it on his gun.
We should do that. Yeah, we should do like a team focus thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not today.
That's not this one. This is right now, this is a proof of concept, so if you like this video, be sure to let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we're game to do this for all kinds of stupid custom stuff. Not to say that this is stupid, Tasty Toast.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to imply that there's clearly a lot of effort been put into this.
Just the general idea is that we'll take your custom content and do stupid things with it. Yeah. Scout ahead, I love this too. Can move to the things. Lucky cigarette case, narrow escape. I love this one too, because this
is really neat. Because we can either commit it as an overpower if we don't need to use it for its intended purpose, but also if we want to cancel an attack of opportunity because maybe the Wizard of the Order is not standing at the same location as one of his guys, and we want to kill both of them with one bullet.
Yeah.
We can kind of just be like, hey, what if you guys stood in a line?
And thank you. Cool. Just blast right through them. Then we have a bunch of our upgrades, which, as we said, are just like the guns.
Yeah, it's mostly guns and things to make the guns work.
Yeah. It seems like a fun deck, though. I'm gonna just say I don't like. The thing is, like, I don't know the best way of like showcasing this deck because it is so much different than it being on Arkham DB. Like maybe I'll make like. I wish they could just have like an investigator list deck on Arkham DB, and you could just like put cards in.
Yeah.
But I'm going to save this as an object, and we're going to call it, what's this guy's name?
Crosshair.
Crosshair runs and guns. Bryn's Madhouse. It's done. Save that. Sweet. Well, Tasty Toast, thanks for designing these, and I hope you enjoyed this, us theory crafting, because I know I've built around the decks, but I was telling Bryn, like, I'm pretty, like, straight about it, and I wanted to see what Bryn could add to these. So this was fun, and we are going to do one more. We have Wrecker over here, so sometime in the future, there's going to be one coming for Wrecker, and Bryn has a great Madhouse idea for this one that we're going to do next. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. There it is. Have a good one, and if you want to support the channel, you can by liking, watching, subscribing, commenting, joining the Patreon, all of that thing, joining our Discord channel. It all helps us grow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, and as always, GG's.